Hey guys, hello and a warm welcome back to my channel. We'll be continuing with our series, and in the yesterday's video I have covered with you certain important questions relating to percentages part. Okay, so I'll be moving up further with this one. Okay, and I'll be starting up with the questions which are relating to the topic of elections. This is like asked many times. Okay, and there is a trick to understand these questions, so that's why I'll be starting with the elections part of the questions. Okay, so the question, a very basic question. First of all, I'm going to tell you that how you can solve this. Okay, so there is an election between two candidates, and one of the candidates is getting the 60% of vote. Okay, and the votes polled and elected by a majority of 14,000. Okay, so there is a difference between the votes of both, and the difference is of 14,000. Okay, then you have to find the number of votes which are polled by the winning candidate. Now you have to find that how many votes are polled by the winning candidate. Okay, so in this case what you have to do is consider the total number of votes to be 100 or 1000 according to the situation given. Now here if it is given 60%, so I can easily take 100. Okay, and I can divide it into the winning candidate getting 60%, and the remaining losing candidate would have been getting 40%. Okay, now it is saying that the difference in the votes, which is equal to 20, the value is equal to 1400, which is equal to uh, 70 times. Okay, more. Now if you have to find the one by the winning candidate, so you have to multiply it by 70. So what you'll get, uh, here I write 42,000 votes has been gathered by 60% candidates. Now the question could ask even the losing candidate, or like it depends upon the question. So you can either way you can start with the question. Okay, so okay, so I think मैंने एकदम जल्दी से start कर दिया. So for the people who are new here, so I'll be getting you prepared for SSC, bank, and all the other government exams where these topics are asked. Okay, so in the previous video in part 1 I have already covered the questions relating to percentage. I have started with the basics. I've already covered many of the types of the questions. Okay, and many types have been covered already. Okay, and this is part 2, which is in the continuation to that one only. Okay, so I'll be covering up the remaining questions here. Okay, so now let's begin with the next question. So I hope that how you guys can do these election questions are very much clear to you all. Okay, so um okay, let's do another question. So there is an exam which requires 40% passing marks. Okay, 40% as the passing marks. Now if one student is getting 175 marks, okay, and is failing by 25 marks. Okay, so 25 marks से वो फेल हो गया है और उसको 175 marks मिल रहा है. So you have to find the total maximum marks for the exam. Okay, how much maximum marks are required. So these kind of questions are very easy. Okay, you just have to do it in a following manner. जैसे कि if you have been given 40% as the passing marks, and you have been given that the candidate is obtaining 175 marks and is failing by 25 marks, that means if he would have got 25 marks more, then he would have what? He would have got, what am I doing? 200. Then he would have passed the exam. Okay, so this 200 marks would be equal to 40%. So what would be the 100% value? 100% would be equal to 200 into 100 upon 40. Okay, so straight away you'll get your 500 marks. So 500 was the total marks of the exam. This is going to be your answer. Okay, so I hope that you understood it well. It was very easy. Nothing to worry about in this one. Okay, now let's start with the other question. A similar question basically. Okay, a candidate is scoring 30% marks. Okay, and is still failing by 5 marks. Fail by 5. Okay, if he is obtaining 30% marks. While another candidate who scored 40% marks, there is another candidate, I'll write here A and B, another candidate who is scoring 40% marks, and if he gets 10 more marks, not if he is getting passed by 5, passed by 10 marks. Okay, he is getting 10 marks above the passing marks. So you have to find the minimum marks which are required to pass. Minimum passing marks. Okay, so how you are going to be attempting these kind of questions? So these can be attempted in the following manner. Say we have been given two conditions, right? So if this person who is having 30% marks, if he has got 5 more marks, then he would have passed. Similarly, if this 40% has removed 10 marks, then he would have got the passing marks. Okay, so these and these are then the percentage, so I'll just cancel it straight away. Okay, I'll cancel 0 by 0. So now here I'm getting what? Here I'm getting, if I do percentage, or rather I'll not cancel this, I'll keep it like this. Okay, 40 minus 10. So if this percentage is going here, so I'll get 10% is equal to 15. Okay, so 15 marks is 10%. Okay, so if I have to find 30%, okay, so what would be 30%? 30% would be equal to 15 into 30 upon 10. Okay, so 5, 3 is a 15, 3 is a 8, 45. So 45 is the value of 30%. Okay, now if this person would have got 5 marks more, then he would have passed the exam. That means if I would be adding 5 into it, then 50 would be, I'll be getting the passing. Okay, so this is your answer. Okay, I'm doing everything in a very, very proper way so that you are able to understand everything. Okay, now I'll give you another question. I'll show you another question. So there is a question which could be asked, and this question will be speaking to you as follows. A man is selling to the first customer. There would be first customer who is been getting half of his total supply. Okay, his total supply of apples, or his total stock of apples. Okay, now you are get, if he is selling one from half to the first one, then from the remaining, now remaining would be much, how much? Half. From remaining half, the half would be sent to the second customer. Okay, then from the remaining half, another half would be sent to the third customer. So this is the process which is continuing. Okay, and he is going up to till fourth customer to sell. Okay, his total stock. Now you have to find the initial amount of apples in stock. Okay, so this is your question. So how you are going to answer these questions? So if you are going to be applying your mind, so you'll be able to, you'll actually skip this question because it is going to give you like, you have to just go nuts about it. So I'll tell you what, I'll tell you a trick. Okay, and if you know this trick, then you'll be able to solve it in near a single formula that I'm going to tell you. The formula I'm going to use here is going to be 2n minus 1. This is the only formula you need. Okay, now you know that. Okay, one more thing is, after selling it to the fourth customer, he has only 7 apples left. Okay, this is also given in the question, I forgot to mention. Okay, now you can solve this very easily. Here the number of value of n would be the left ones. Okay, so it will be 2 into 7 minus 1. Don't do it minus 1, do it plus 1. Okay, 2 into 7 minus 1. 7 to the 14 plus 1 would give you what? 15. Okay, now you have to move forward. Okay, and you have to move forward how many times? Because he went up to 4 customers, so you'll move it to fourth one. Okay, so this is first, then you have to go till second level, third level, and fourth level. So it would be how much? Now n would be this. Okay, so it would be 15 into 2 plus 1. Then whatever you will be getting, you'll be getting 31 here, right? So this one will be 31 into 2 plus 1, and here what you'll be getting, you'll be getting 63, and here will be 63 into 2 plus 1. So what you'll be getting as your final answer, it would be 127. So this would be the number of initial apples, okay, which has been asked in the question. So this is going to be your answer basically. Okay. Now let's solve another question. So Ramesh was having fever, okay, and because of which his efficiency has been reduced by 40%. So efficiency has been reduced by 40%. Hence he takes, as a result, he takes 12 more days than what he used to take to complete a task. Okay. Now it's the next day and he starts working with 50% of his original efficiency. Now he has improved a bit and now his efficiency is 50%. Okay, his 50% efficiency. He started working. Now he would take how many days so that he would be able to complete the total work? So this is your question. Okay, so how you will be proceeding up with this kind of question? So basically, you know that if I take like 40% of efficiency which he used, so 40% is 2 by 5. Okay, so original would have been 5. Now he have been working with 2. Okay, that means his efficiency has been reduced by 3. Okay, so he has been working, he has reduced his efficiency by 3. Okay, so originally he was working for 5 days. This one is original. Okay, and he has been working for 5 with the efficiency of 5. Okay, and he would have taken x days. Okay, but now his efficiency has been reduced to 3 and he has been taking what he has been taking originally. He's been taking now more 12 days more than the original one. Okay, now from here you can find the value of x. So if you find the value of x, you will get it as 18 days. Okay, first thing. So you now know that originally how much he used to do. Okay, that means if I'll do it 5 into 18, so I'll get the original time period, that how much time he took in order to complete the task. Okay, which is 90%. 90. Okay, he has taken 90 days. Now he has been working with 50% efficiency. So what would be the 50%? Okay, he now 90. Now he would have taken 50%. That means efficiency was 5. Okay, originally days were 90 and he has taken 50% of it, so it would be 5 by 2. So when you will be solving this, will be 90 into 2 by 5. So as the answer you will be getting what? 36 days. So now he would have been working for 36 days. So this is going to be your answer. Okay, I hope I was able to make you understand this very well, because it's not a difficult one. Okay, you might you know come back to this question if you haven't understood it well. So you may revisit this question afterwards. Okay. Okay. So there were two students. Okay, there were two students and they gave an exam. Okay. One of them has secured 19 marks more than the other. One has secured 19 more than the other. If I'll do it like this, A ratio B, so it would be 1 and it would be 90, like this. Okay. And his marks were 60% of the sum of their marks. Okay. And his marks were 60% of the sum of their marks. That means this one has got 60% of sum of their marks together. Okay, now you have to find the marks obtained, the marks obtained by them, basically A and B. You have to find how much marks has been obtained by them. Okay, so how you are going to be doing this? Basically what you could do is that you have a ratio. Okay, now if I know that we have 60% of the marks which has been obtained, okay, so it would give me 60 by 100, and which would be equal to 3 by 5 when you cancel it out. Okay, okay, now that means A plus B has got this much marks. Okay, A plus B has got this much marks, and 3 marks has been obtained by A. Okay, if 3 marks has been obtained by A and they got together, A has got 3 marks and they together got 5 marks, that means B would have got 2 marks. Okay, now, now I know one thing, that uh, one has got 19 marks more than the other. Okay, so if one has got 19 marks more than the other, that means the difference between these two is equal to 19. That would be equal to 19 times more. That means the sum, like how much marks they have gotten together, you'll just multiply it by 19. Okay, and you'll be able to get your answer. You'll be getting here 57. Here you'll be getting what? 38. Okay, so that means one have obtained 38 marks, other has obtained 57 marks. Now, if they would be asking you like the sum of marks, then you have to just multiply 5 by 19 and you'll get the sum of marks as well. Okay, depends upon the question, what kind of question is being asked. Okay, I hope that this color is visible. Okay, if it wouldn't have been visible in the video, so you can just comment me down below so that I'll be able to fix that. Okay, now let's begin with another question. So there would be two articles, okay, and the prices are in ratio 4:5 of the two articles. Let's name them A and B. Okay, if the price of the first article is increased by X percent, if I increase the price by X percent and the other article is reduced by 30% and the price of the other article has been reduced by 30%, okay, then you have to find the new price of A and B, which will be in the ratio 10:7. So the new price would be in the ratio of 10:7 and you have to find the price. What would be the price? Okay, so first of all, what you have to do is, earlier it was 4:5, now it has become 10:7. That means this would have been the value of 2 and this would have been the value of what, 6. Okay, now if the value of 2 would have been what, if the value of 2 is equal to 30%. Okay, so wait, give me a second. So I'll just write it as 2 ones are 2, 2 5s are 10, so it would be around 15 times more. Okay, then this would also be like 6 into 15 times more. 5 6 that is 90. Okay, so it would be 90. I think I've done something wrong. Just give me a second. Yeah, so you do one thing. Okay, now you just multiply this one also by 6. 7 6 are 42. Now you'll see the increase. Okay, how much has increased if you minus 42 by this? So you'll be getting 38. So 38 by original price was 42 into 100. If you do this, you'll get your answer. Okay, so just try this one out. Then you'll get your answer. Okay, I think it should be around 25%. You just calculate it. Okay. Now let me just go to the next question. This one is another interesting one. It has told you that 5% of A is equal to B. Okay. Then B percent of 20 is equal to what? Okay. Options has been given to you. I'm writing your options because or rather I should not write them. It's not needed. Just don't go for options. It's not needed. You will solve it like that only. Okay, so we know that 5% of A is equal to B. So let A is equal to 100. So 5% of 100 is equal to B. Okay, 5 upon 100. Okay, so the value of B would be equal to 5 from here. Okay, now he's telling you that B percent is what? 5% of 20 is equal to what? So 5% of 20 would be equal to 5 upon 100 into 20. So what you'll be getting here? You'll be getting here straight away what? 20 times, sorry, एक मिनट एक मिनट क्या कर दिया मैंने, 5 upon 100 into 20, yeah, so what you'll be getting here, 1. Okay, so you can solve it very easily, कोई बड़ी बात नहीं थी बस इस क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व करने के लिए. Next question. The price of petrol has increased from rupees 60 per liter to how much? 75 rupees per liter. Okay, now, how much should the consumption of the petrol be reduced so that the overall increase in expenditure is being just being by 10%? Okay. These kind of questions, typically one, if I consider, wait, just do another thing. Just do it like 60. Earlier it was 60, now it is 75. Okay, and you have to make it how much? What would be 10% of 60? It would be 6. So it would be 66. 10% of 60 would be 66. So what you have to do is there would be an increase of how much? 6. Okay, now you have to, but they said that increase is by 10%. So the value of 6 is equal to 10%. So what would be the, no, 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 एक second. If you see the increase here, okay, increase here is of 9, so you know that 9 was there and earlier it was 75 into 100, so how much percentage has increased? It has been increased by 12%. Okay, this will be your answer. Okay, let's choose a good color. I hope that this one is visible. I've seen in the video that this color is visible, but if still it is not visible at some point of time, then you can of course write me in the comment box below. I'll just take care of the color. Okay. um Similar questions you can do. I'm not going forward with that. Acha, you don't have to do this one. I have already done it. I'll just go with some other question. Okay, let's do this one. A man spends 37 1 by 2% of his income. If his income and expenditure are increased by 12, income has been increased by 12% and expenditure has been increased by 15%. Then you have to find the percentage change in saving. This is a kind of a question we did yesterday, so it would be a revision for you guys. So let's do this one. Let's try this one. First of all, you can pause the video and you can try yourself. Okay. Okay. So here it is saying 37 1 by 2%. That means you know that his income is 3 by 8 according to this. So this one would be the income and this one would be the expenditure, and then you can calculate the savings. Okay, so if I say that the total income, okay, and the expenditure and the savings are as follows: income was 8, expenditure was 3, then saving would happen 5. Okay, now if the income has increased by 12%, that means I'll do it here, what, 8 into 12, and expenditure has been increased by 15%. Okay, then you will get here what, 96, and what you'll get here, you will get here 45. Okay, so if you will be minusing this from this, so you'll be getting what, 1 and what, 51. Okay, so it has been increased by how much? It has been increased, there has been an increase of how much? You have to calculate it from here. Okay, so you can do it very easily, right? If you minus this, okay, 51 by 5 is going to give you 9, 49. So 49 by 5 into 100, so it would be 2. Okay, you just calculate it what you'll be getting. Okay, okay, so there is another interesting question. So in a constituency, there are 55% of the total voters. Okay, the 55% of the total voters are the males, and the remaining would be females. So what amount would be remaining? What amount would be remaining? 45%. 45% of the voters would be females. Okay. Now they are asking you that if 40% of the males are illiterate and 40% of the females are literate, 40% of the males are illiterate and are literate and 40% of the females are illiterate, then you have to find by what percent is literate male more or less than the illiterate female. Okay, so this is the question. So how you can do this one? It's easy, but it's also like a good question. Okay, so 55% are males and 45% are female. If there is a constituency of 100, so 55 would be males, writing it like this, and how many females would be there? 45 would be females. Now they are saying that 40% of 55 are males. So what is 40% of 55? You can calculate either 40% or either what you guys can do is इसको थोड़ा सा एक बार एक काम करो, इसको सिंप्लीफाई कर दो पहले, because it is cancelling ना. So this one would be equal to 11, this one would be equal to 9. Okay, so there is a ratio of 9 ratio 11. Now I'll just add a 0 0 here, so it would be much more easier. If I get 40% of this one, so I'll be getting what? 44. And if I'll be getting how much? 40% of this one. So this one is, I'll just make two commas. I'll just make two, what do we call this? Arrows. 40% of the males are literate, and this arrow is for illiterate. Similarly, this arrow would be for literate, and this one would be for illiterate. Okay. Now, if the 40% females are illiterate, so it would be equal to what? 54. Okay. Now, you can straight away find out from here only, because the question is asking you that how much percent of literate males more than the illiterate females. You can directly find out. But if they would have told you to find how much percent illiterate are more than literate females, then you have to find this one also, and then you can use this one also. I'll just use this one only. So it would be 12 more. Then we have to find it with respect to females. So you'll be getting 2 by 9, which would be equal to what? 22, 2 by 9%. Okay. How I have calculated this, you know that 11 1 by 9% is equal to 1 by 9, and since it is 2 by 9, so if I multiply 2 here, I'll get 2 by 9. Okay, so if you have multiplied 2 here, then I have to multiply 2 here as well and 2 here as well, so I'll get here what? 22 2 by 9%. Okay, this is how we calculate this kind of question. So I hope that today's video has been very good for you. Okay, so from tomorrow onwards, I'll be starting up with what? I'll be starting up with a new topic, and as I told you that I'll be doing ratios and proportion, because that is a very important topic, because that is used in almost many concepts. And if you know this one, this concept is very important. If you know this one, you'll be able to crack many questions. Okay, so I'll be doing ratio and proportion with you guys. So I hope that you'll be staying tuned in part 3. In part 3, I'll be coming back. Okay, so I'll most probably upload the part 3 as well today only, or either definitely tomorrow. Okay, depends upon I'm working on it currently, so let's see how it goes. Okay, so till the time, thank you so much, guys. Have a very nice day. Stay safe, stay healthy, and guys, subscribe to the channel if you like the content, and give me a like if you understood well. And if there are any doubts on anything you want to share, you can just write in the comment box. Thank you so much.